Right now, billions of people rely on a single, invisible nervous system to keep their lives moving. Your money, your job, your communication, they all depend on a continuous flow of data across the globe. Then, without warning, the screens go black. Servers drop, connections sever. Billions of devices go completely dead at the exact same second. The immediate human reaction is annoyance, not fear. People repeatedly restart their phones, unplug their Wi-Fi routers, and complain about their local service providers, assuming it's a minor neighborhood outage. This initial denial is incredibly dangerous. Society assumes it is dealing with a temporary glitch, completely unaware that the singular pillar holding up modern infrastructure has just collapsed. That reality sets in the moment someone tries to buy a cup of coffee. This flow chart shows the back end of a simple credit card swipe. It relies on sending a quick data packet to a bank server to verify funds. But with the network down, that packet hits a dead firewall and loops right back into a declined error. In seconds, the plastic in your wallet becomes utterly useless. This sparks an immediate physical bottleneck. Millions of people simultaneously rush out to extract the only thing that still holds value, finite physical cash from ATMs and bank tellers. While the banks are swarmed, the streets freeze. Drivers rely on cloud-based maps to navigate, and local delivery routes are dynamically plotted by software. When the satellites can't talk to the phones, you get instant localized gridlock. Without the digital layer processing our payments and knotting our roads, our physical movement and economic survival grind to a complete halt on day 1. By day 3, the initial shock fades and manual survival instincts kick in. People dig out old paper knots from their glove compartments to navigate, while teachers hastily print physical worksheets to keep local schools running. A week in, the economy physically shifts. Remote work simply ceases to exist. Sprawling online shopping logistics disappear, forcing people to find wherever supplies they can within walking distance. Then comes the withdrawal. For years, humanity has had infinite entertainment and scrolling at its fingertips. Removing that constant dopamine feed leaves a quiet, uncomfortable boredom in millions of living rooms. But that boredom acts as a catalyst. People eventually walk outside. They knock on neighbors' doors. Families sit together in living rooms with health staring at their palms, forcing a sudden return to face-to-face conversation. The human drive to connect with others remains exactly the same. It simply compresses from a sprawling global scale down to the radius of a single neighborhood. By day 10, governments stop trying to fix the internet and pivot to legacy technology. Emergency broadcasts blast over AM and FM radio, and local television stations dust off old analog transmitters to share updates. Information becomes completely physical. Community centers and town halls erect wooden bulletin boards covered in handwritten notes, turning into the new primary hubs for critical neighborhood news. The pacing of daily life drops dramatically. You can't order dinner with a click or text a friend across the country. Life moves at walking speed, yet immediate personal relationships grow visibly stronger. Surviving a massive systemic collapse leaves society with only one option: rely entirely on the people and resources physically closest to you. But this localized peace is a temporary illusion. Around day 20, a quiet, delayed threat finally catches up with the blackout: the breakdown of the global supply chain. This animated diagram illustrates just-in-time logistics. Modern goods move around the world exactly when needed, without sitting in massive stockpiles. This entire flow relies on thousands of internet-connected checkpoints to know where every crate is at all times. When those digital checkpoints go blind, the physical cargo stops, but data lines snap, creating massive bottlenecks at ports and distribution centers. The only solution is manual brute force. Dock workers, logistics managers, and government officials have to use physical manifests and clipboards, replacing instant algorithmic coordination with slow, manual teamwork to keep grocery store shelves from going empty. Moving food, medicine, and fuel to billions of people relies on digital traffic directors. Without that coordination, moving essential goods at scale becomes nearly impossible. And then on day 30, the screens light back up. Routers split green. Notifications flood in. The invisible system suddenly powers back on. The immediate reaction is a wave of immense relief, followed closely by a strange grief. People stare down at their newly glowing screens, realizing they are about to leave behind the quiet, closely knit physical world they built over the last month. 30 days offline exposed two distinct realities. It showed exactly how vulnerable modern civilization is to a single point of failure, while simultaneously proving our massive capacity for physical adaptation. Technology provides a vital bridge that keeps modern civilization running smoothly. But when the bridge collapses, the fail-proof network that actually keeps us alive is the human one.